I just posted something on my community tab. I basically said, man, I've been getting, YouTube fatigue or YouTube burnout. So I'm going to refrain from uploading videos for the next 3 days. I need a 3 day break, man, because ever since December, when my channel started to gain some traction, I've been going extra hard. Um, and you're supposed to. You know what I mean? You're supposed to. You're supposed to go hard. At the end of the day, you see that your channel or what you're doing is actually getting some traction out there. You need to go extra hard. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing for like the last 2 months. I know y'all been seeing me upload every day. If I miss a day, I'm sure it was because I was waiting on some monetization on that video. But I've been literally doing this every day since probably middle of December, man. And I hope y'all appreciate that hard work because I've been grinding on this channel, man. People been asking me to go out with them and do shit. I'm like, man, I have to I have to continue building with what I'm building on this channel because I was on YouTube, like you guys, I always tell you, I was on YouTube for 8 years, and I wasn't getting shit. I wasn't getting nothing, man. We talk about this manosphere. I was in it, but I wasn't in it. You know what I mean? But I wasn't getting no traction. And then once I honed in on what I talk about on my channel, that's when, if y'all in here, hit that like button, man. See a steady little, tap that like button for me. But I've been getting YouTube burnout, man. Like YouTube burnout, if y'all don't know what YouTube burnout is, it's basically, how am I going to explain this? Now it sounds, it is what it sounds like, but it has a lot more to do with, like, I can continue uploading, that's nothing, but I edit, I I promote, I do my own thumbnails, I do everything, so at the end of the day, it's more on the workload, you know what I mean? It's a workload thing to where it's like I need to make sure that I'm, good health wise. So therefore I'm going to just take 3 days and not upload. I thought this light was going to do something, but it's too fucking bright on me. And I'm not doing the show. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, I just been chilling. I just been chilling, trying to, figure out what, and I would say, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to y'all. Let me see if I can get this straight. I would say this to y'all. Maybe I shouldn't have put out that 12-step program for single mothers. It was an idea, it was an idea, and I think that fucked up the. I think it fucked up my analytics a little bit. I think it fucked up my shit, or how the algorithm puts out my videos. I don't know. Ever since I put out that video, now, like I said, it's a number of reasons why someone's videos or whatever won't do what the last one did. You know what I mean? It's a number of reasons for that. I spoke with someone from YouTube a couple of weeks ago because when I got monetized on the channel, man, my views just went to shit. And I was like, and I did a video. That's when I lost my voice. If y'all, seen that video, I did a video pissed about that, man. And I was like, what the hell, And I talked to the person, and the person was basically like, the way YouTube works and the algorithm and how they, promote videos and recommend videos and it made sense to what he was saying. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I still think I shouldn't have put out that 12-step program for single mothers. Matter of fact, I don't think I shouldn't have put it out. I think the way in which I put it out messed a lot of things up. You guys know how Vlad TV, he puts out part 1 for like a day, and then he'll put out part 2 for like 2 days, and to let his viewers get the parts, right? And you'll be watching part 1, then it'll probably take you 2 days to watch part 1 and part 2, you see? And then he'll put out part 3, 4, 5, so forth and so on. What I fucking did was I had 12 parts to put out, including the promo videos, the 2 promo videos. So the promo videos led you to the 12-step program for single mothers. Now, what I did was released all of the goddamn videos at one time. So each individual video was doing its own thing on YouTube, where I should have kept it more contained. What I should have did is where it's at now is I should have just got the introduction videos, the 2 introductive, I should have just had 1 introduction video to lead you into the 12-step program. And then have the end screen videos like I do now on them. Like you can't find videos or steps 2 through 12. You cannot find them like individually. You can only get them at the end of each video. So I should have just put out number 1, step 1, and then at the end of that had, if you want to click on that next video or next step, you can. I should have left the control in the audience hands instead of me just putting all of those videos out at one time. I put 12. Who does that? Why did I do that? I don't know. Hindsight 2020, looking back, like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, why did I put out 12 videos at one time? That sabotaged your channel, man. And it messed up my analytics. It messed up a lot of things that I'm building right back up. Luckily, people fuck with the channel, and they still here. But I think I fucked up. I think I fucked up that. It is what it is. Like you can't find it. You can't find those individual videos anymore. What's up with y'all, man? Because this probably gonna be the last thing y'all hear from me in 3 days. Because, like I said, I had that YouTube burnout. YouTube burnout, and you don't know that you have YouTube burnout until you're in it, and you're feeling these feelings, and it's basically you've just been doing too much. And when you feel like you're forcing content, that's when you need to just take a fucking break. I felt like I was forcing content, even though you guys don't see it. You guys don't see me forcing it, but because I'm just that good, I've been doing this for 8 years. I'm that good. I am that guy. Like you wouldn't be able to see me forcing something because I present things and convey information pretty well. But on my side, I'm forcing it. I'm forcing content, and I don't ever want to force content. You see, I want it to be organic. I don't want to, I hate scouring the internet looking for stories or look. Usually y'all sending me some stories, or I'm on Instagram and I'll scroll and I'll see something like the deadbeat dad joint yesterday. Like that guy was just on my timeline. I seen that on the Shade Room, and I was like, wow, like what? Like I don't know if my phone's algorithm be just, shooting me these things, because I tell you, the last 2 months of my blow up on YouTube, if you want to call it a blow up, it's just an uptick since January, right? Or December. I've been getting a lot of, like, I'll just see things that's related to what I talk about on the channel. Like, I, it's been so easy getting this content because I'll just be online and I'll scroll. This guy is talking about having 7 baby mothers, or 7 kids from 7 baby mothers. And I was just talking about these chicks out here picking Pookie and Ray Ray. You know what I mean? I was just talking about this, and I see this guy, and I'm like, this guy is literally confirming what I be saying and shit about Pookie and Ray. This is real live Pookie or Ray Ray. Oh man, when Realtors TV say speak on your passion, sir. I try. My man Sebastian, appreciate you, Sebastian, for he seen my burnout post, and he jumped right in there and gave me some support, man. I love that. You know what I mean? He say you should interview single mothers on your show. I've done that before on my other channel. The thing about interviews is this. I told you guys I was on YouTube for 8 years, and if you told me in 2015 that I'm not going to get any traction on YouTube until 2023, I probably would have quit. I probably would have just said fuck it. But you persevere, you push through, you work at it, and you try new things. And probably about 3 years ago, I jumped into the interview game, right? And if you guys know me and know my channel, know my personality, they tell me that I sound like a straight up hood black preacher. The way I convey my message, I'm talking with my hands, I'm very animated, I'm very passionate. I exude, emotion. And, I got all of that from Tommy Sotomayor, watching him. And when I first got on YouTube, I sent him an email and I asked him, to teach me how to do YouTube. And he said, look, and I owned a record label at that time. And I told him that, I own this record label, I'm doing that, but I'm really trying to get into the YouTube game. And he hit me back and was like, you can't tell me how to be a CEO of a record label, and I can't tell you how to be a YouTuber. I said, that's the best advice someone ever gave me. Like, that's the best advice, because it made me go and be who I am today. You see, it took me a long time to figure out who I was on YouTube. You see, I had to find my identity. And through that comment that he told me, or his reply, it was a sink or swim situation. Like, who are you? That just made me say, okay, who am I? And then, that started a journey of up and down, name changing of channels and doing this, doing that. So in 2019, 20, I fell into this internet interview shit. And that was the worst, man. It was the worst experience ever. I found out that I was not an interviewer. I was not an interview. Like, I could ask questions, but I need to be me, and I can't be me interviewing you. I got a partner, my man Bleak. We about to do a podcast. We was recording, doing a little test recording last night,
and you know, it's coming along pretty good. And he wants to interview people for our podcast or whatever. And I was telling him, look, at the end of the day, I'll leave the interview into you. I'll piggyback on the conversation. I'll be in the conversation. But as far as uh, interviewing, whoo, because it limits me. You know what I mean? Y'all know I like to be passionate. I don't have no script. You know, I just went live. Like I'm sitting here watching YouTube videos. I seen Creed last night. Great movie. Michael B. Jordan is taking over the Rocky franchise, and that guy, it should go to that guy. Shout out to Sylvester Stallone as well, man. He's just a great guy. But I was watching that last night, and I was just sitting here. You know, I did just upload a video. I'm waiting for my monetization on that. So seeing because I cut the live I did the other day about the deadbeat dad with 7 kids and 7 baby mothers. I'm cutting that. I'm doing parts. It's going to probably be like 5 parts to that. So y'all will be seeing that in the next day or two. But Sebastian, back to your question or comment. I should. I mean, I can do it. I can do the interview thing when it's I think with single mothers. I can do that. I can do that because that way I can have a lot of content, because either way it goes, it's going to be good content. You know, I used to, like, when I did interview females, I had them cry. I had this white girl cry. She was a singer. I interviewed her, and she was talking about her black boyfriend that was whooping her ass. You know, like, and this white girl is just sitting in the interview, like, you know, I loved him, and you know, it was my. I was like, you need to stop. And she was fucking with a pookie. Like this white woman, like straight up, not no shark or mud shark, not no hood white chick. This is straight up. She plays the violin, man. Shorty plays the violin, and I had her crying in the interview. I was on my Oprah shit. You know, my man Joe, he was behind the camera, and he was like, keep doing that shit, keep doing what you're doing, cause she crying. And I was like, wow, like I made her cry. I ain't make her cry, but I got some good footage out of her. But she was talking about her black boyfriend that they used to whoop her ass and shit, and you know, it was fucked up. You know, it was messed up. Oh man. So remember that guy brought up the fact that he got an uptick in thousands of views. He got famous when he started interviewing one. Yep. Kevin Samuels. That was Kevin Samuels. I was just talking to my partner Bleak about, you know, when we do make it big, you know what I mean? What is it gonna be off? That's why I make sure that I do everything as if that video is gonna go viral, you know, because Kevin Samuels was just doing his regular show that day, and a woman called in, and she was talking about something that ain't had nothing to do with the show. And he said, we're gonna make this a learning moment. And that learning moment blew him up. I don't know if that's who he was talking about, but that your statement brought that to mind. And, you know, he basically blew up off of that. So at the end of the day, I can do it. I can do that. You know, like we talk about on my channel with single mothers, we talk about the exceptions and shit. Yes, it's exceptions to every rule. My rule is no more interviews, but I guarantee. Let me know if y'all can't hear me because I'm setting my phone up here. Yeah, this is much better. Hope y'all can hear me. But let me see. I can see myself. I can check myself and see if it was, it's tight. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. But I can see the comment section up here too. That's cool. Oh, that's vicious. Okay, cool. But yeah, man, it's one of those things. You can hear me? Okay, great. It's one of those things where um that can be the exception to the rule of me not doing interviews. I would love to talk to women. You know, I talk to them all the time in my comment section. They are there, and they basically they let me know how they feel. What do y'all think women? Do y'all think women actually feel that we are bashing them? I do think, like I told my man Bleak, and y'all gonna see Bleak on the show in a minute too. I told him, I said, look, I really think that these women really believe that we are against them in some type of way, or we hate them. I don't think, like, look, it is men out there who are on, what's that guy name? He just got locked up overseas. He blew up in the last couple of months. I forgot his name. Y'all, if y'all, what is his name? Damn, I forgot. But I think he's a misogynist. Like that guy, because when I was hearing his name, please tell me his name. Andrew Tate. There you go. Andrew Tate. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was hearing about this guy, and my wife was telling me about him, and my wife was, she was digging him. She was like, yeah, he be talking about what you be talking about, how you be saying. I was like, I ain't seen him yet though. So I went and started listening to him. I don't like that guy. I don't like him. Pan Slayer say he isn't a misogynist. From what I seen, it seemed to me like he's a little misogynistic, and he's a little egotistical, and he's a narcissist. That's what I see. That's what I seen. And it can be because I've only seen certain parts. I will admit that. I will admit that I haven't seen the whole guy, and when I told my wife that, she didn't agree with me as well. So maybe I just have to, like Tommy Sotomayor. I've been watching this man since 2013, right? And Tommy Sotomayor has levels to his shit, and I'm sure people would say the same thing about Tommy, and I'll be like, Pan Slayer trying to convince people about Tommy like you're trying to convince me about your man Andrew Tate, right? Say he's a traditional man. He is just extreme. Yes, he is, man. For the entertainment aspect of things. I get that, and I don't knock him. Just because I don't like somebody, because I just don't like narcissistic people. And I think he comes off as narcissistic. He really do. Man, Sebastian say he's not a misogynist. He's using modern women strategies against them, and it hurts. I can agree. And because I do it myself. But, like I said, maybe I just have to dig more into who that guy is. I would never discount someone. Like I said, I don't say what I seen of him. I don't think he's wrong. He just don't rub me right, man. And I'm a great judge of character. It's something about that guy that just don't rub me right. His aura, his demeanor, I don't know, maybe I'm confusing narcissistic behavior with just confidence. I don't know. Or who he is as a person. I don't know. Maybe I have to look into it. But like I said, it's a lot of people on YouTube that have ulterior motives, and that I try to stay away from that red pill shit. Even though I agree with it, I try to stay away from the MGTOW shit, even though I agree with it. It's just I don't want to be labeled. The reason I name my channel the Black Non-Democrat is because I don't want to be labeled a Democrat based upon my skin complexion. You see? Some of it is just a character, and I do understand the character part. You guys see me, I'm I'm a wrestling fan. I don't know if you guys are wrestling fans, but I'm a wrestling fan, and when you're looking at wrestling, especially to or Attitude Era day. Let's just talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold, what you see on on TV when he's busting the beers and all of that and doing all of that shit, that's him, but it's turned up. Like his personality is turned the fuck up. So if that's what you're telling me Andrew Tate does, cool. If he's doing WWE Attitude Era WWF, I get it. He's a character. I have a character. People know me from my hat. You see what I'm saying? Somebody hit me up because I posted some pictures of me without my hat, and they was like, "Oh, you look different without your hat." It's because you know me from this person. You know me from this. You see the hat. I'll usually have just a regular ass shirt on, or I don't have insignia on my shit. Y'all know me from my tattoos. Know me from my black watch. It's a character, right? And I'm conscious of that character. My Buddha, bam, y'all see my Buddha is there. You know when you come to my channel, you're going to see my flag in the background. I created a character, so I get it. I know exactly what you're saying. So it might be different actually speaking with him in person. A lot of people say he is different in person, and that's true. That's true with me. Like, I'm a very quiet person. Like, for people who knew me back in the day, 20, 30 years ago, and if they find out I have a talk show today, man, they wouldn't be able to believe this shit. They wouldn't believe that because they're like, that dude didn't talk. That guy didn't talk. I did not talk. I was very shy. I I started talking when I had to stop my man's baby mother from killing herself. Yeah. We were 15. Well, I was 15 years old and I never talked. You can ask anybody in my family. I was very quiet. You asked me a question, it was one word answers. Like I never talked until that day because she was 14 and my man was doing something and, she was getting mad and, you know, I talked her down from suicide, man. I talked to her for like 5, 6 hours. And that just opened up something in me. It went back dormant, but when I got to college in 2002, because this was around 2099, 2000 when I talked her down the ledge, basically. And when I got to college, that's when all of what you see right here was born. That's when Dutch Talk TV was born, or Black Non-Democrat was born. You see, because I had a history teacher, and I'm a history buff. You guys, I'm a World War II history buff, right? World history, period. So when I got to world history class, that's the only class that I did any work in college. That's the only class I went to, because when you get to college, you don't got your parents there to get you up. So you sleep in all fucking day, every day. So, but I went to that class. I went to world history class, and I'm sitting there and she's, asking questions. And so I'm giving the one word answers, and it's a white lady. She looked like Janine from Ghostbusters, the one who answered the phone. Is that her name, Janine or Jean or something? But she's like a bigger version of her. But she challenged me. She said, you keep giving these one word answers. Let me elaborate. So I'm like, so I'll say 2 words. She's, give me more, give me more. I'll say 3 words. And she like, just tell me about what you're talking about. So I'm bam, bam, bam. Class discussion was my thing at that point in time. And, that just blossomed, like everything just blossomed. Me talking, me having ideas, me having my own opinion, forming my own opinion, conveying my message, conveying what I wanted to say to people. It all started in that world history class, man. And I thank that lady. I don't remember her name, but I do remember how she looked. And she gave me my voice. She gave me my voice. And, because she always was just saying to me, why do you think that? She was like she was a psychiatrist or something. Y'all, if y'all ever took, therapy or whatever, um, the therapist everything you say, they say, why? They want you to keep talking. They want you to keep talking. They want you to keep talking. So when y'all see me up here talking, it all came from there. You see, I forgot what point I was on, but we're just going to keep it moving anyway. But like I said, the Andrew Tate guy, he just did rub me right, and like I said, you may see something, and it's all subjective. You see, I'm a student of Tommy Sotomayor. Samuel Kevin Samuels is a student of Tommy Sotomayor. I understood Kevin Samuels never could say anything or say his name. I understood that, right? And I wish he would, though. I wish he would have. But I know he couldn't. He couldn't. He couldn't. He really couldn't. But I'm a student of Tommy, right? So I find myself trying to defend Tommy like people would defend Andrew Tate. You know what I mean? Like my wife, she's on it because this is my wife. My wife was a person. She probably wouldn't say it, but she was more on the feminism side of things before I got into the um the talking on the internet thing. And like she wouldn't say it. I was never a feminist. What I was like, you was a little feminist. You was a little feminist. No, I wasn't. But I remember when I first got on Tommy, right? Um, she hated that man. She was like, why the fuck, blah, blah, blah. So I had to convince her on listening to this guy, man. I had to convince her, and we called into his show one night, and she talked to him and shit. She was like, "Yeah, I just don't like how you cussing, blah blah blah. You call these women bitches, blah blah blah, right?" And Tommy said to her, he was like, "All right, you listen to rap?" She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "What's your favorite rappers?" And she's like, "Tupac, Biggie, all the '90s rappers." He was like, they say the B word and all of that, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah, yeah. He was like, I just talk the language. And the way he said, I was like, wow, and ever since then, she just, little bit, to the, like now, she loves Tommy just like I love Tommy. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, whoever you gravitate towards, I may be that person to someone. You see what I mean? I don't claim to be the biggest motherfucker on YouTube. I'm not even close. I ain't even hit 3,000 subscribers yet, baby. But I may be that to someone. Like I be seeing dudes hang on my every word. You know what I mean? So I feel that I have a service to those type of people, you know what I mean, who watch me. You know, if you watching me, but you're from a red pill channel, you know, who embrace that red pill shit, you know, and I don't mean to say red pill shit, but y'all know what I'm saying. I just don't want to be a part of any faction on YouTube. I never been the faction guy. I never been a part of anything. You know what I mean? Like, because I always look at it like this. If I'm a part of something, everything that something does, I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to be down with. And certain parts of things or factions or groups, yeah, I just don't like me. I'm not a Christian, you know. Even with my Buddha, bam, you know, I'm not a Buddhist. I'm not a Buddhist. I have Buddha right here, you know, right there. I love him. I love him to death. It teaches me a lot of balance. You know, I would love nirvana. I would love absolute bliss and enlightenment, but I'm not a Buddhist because I don't get down with everything they're saying. You see what I'm saying? So I'd rather be by myself. Now, me and Andrew Tate may think the same, may or any other person in this manosphere or red pill or whatever. We may think everything on the same level. 99.9% shit the same. But that 1% or less than 1% difference will make me not be a part of that. I could be associated with, certain things. I could be associated with it, but you're not going to, it's just not going to happen for me. I've never been the guy who'll be like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Y'all see my channel's name, and I always go back to it. That's why, I named it that. I named it the Black Non-Democrat. Did I name it the Black Conservative? Even though I think I am a conservative in a social point of view. You see, I'm liberal in everything else, but socially, I'm a social conservative, right? But it's no like group of social conservatives like this one group. Now you have social conservatives in certain groups like the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. Those are groups. Those are groups of people's factions of belief systems, right? Now, the ideology I have for the social conservatism that I'm in, the ideology just goes towards this nuclear family thing. You feel me? This nuclear family thing, man, woman, children, man leading family, woman submitting to man, so forth and so on, natural order, right? So why didn't I just call myself that? Because I don't even want to be lumped in with that. So I'll call myself, my name is basically the Black Non-Democrat. It's basically telling you what I'm not. It's just telling you what I'm. I'll rather tell you what I'm not than tell you what I am. You see, because what I am is a multi-layered person that just can't be a monolith, can't be put down into one thing. You see what I'm saying? So, but I can actually tell you what I'm not. I'm not a motherfucking Democrat. That I am not. I cannot stand the fucking Democratic Party, man. I despise them. So people ask me, so are you a Republican? No, I'm not. Not a Republican. But if I had a gun in my head, I'll pick the Republican Party over the Democratic Party, period. Sorry. Because Malcolm X said something a long time ago. He said, look, the Republican Party is bad. The Republican Party is really bad. But that Democratic Party, that's the party you got to look out for. That Sly Fox is what he said. That party you got to look out for. Because they'll laugh in your face. They'll make it seem like you're their friend. They'll It seems like they're trying to help you out because they can make a lot of things seem so great. They can make a lot of things just seem marvelous. They can make welfare seem like, just some harmless. We're just trying to help you out. We know you got a hard time out there. It's hard being a black woman out there on her own, trying to, be independent. Now, you don't need that man, but you're coming up on hard times, aren't you? We need to, we need to, we need to get you on your feet. How about you come on downtown and sign these papers, and we're going to get you some food stamps, and it's going to be a card. It's going to be a nice card. This card is going to, it's going to say independence on it because we believe that you are independent. You just need a little help. That's all you need. And they convinced that woman to do that. They just convinced that woman. They do say independent. I am independent. I do, I take care of my kids. That's what they do. That's how they reel your ass in. And then once they got your ass in, bam, you on our system for the rest of your life. And I said this a long time ago. I said, look, the hood is like a farm, baby. It's just like the farm. They sit up there and they bred these cows and these bulls. They take the bulls to the slaughterhouse to feed America. They make money off these bulls, but they keep these cows, these milk cows, on the farm to graze. They keep it right there on the farm to graze. So they had babies, bam, keep those cows, those milk cows on them, and send those bulls off to the slaughterhouse. That's literally equivalent to the hood. Where do they send young black males? They send them to prison industrial complex. Biden put that law, 94 crime bill, started it. Send the bull to the slaughterhouse, AKA send the boys to prison. Let's make money off of them. You see? Let's keep the cow, the milk cow, on the farm to graze, to teach her children to do the same fucking shit. And that's exactly what the black woman does in the hood. She's the milk cow. Young black males are the bulls. Simple as that. And I came up with that. That's not from Tommy Sotomayor. I figured that out. So, I get it. Andrew Tate, I do get it. It just don't rub me right. That's all. But, it is what it is, people. I'm here to stay. And like I said, I do have a little bit of YouTube burnout. I'm a little fatigued. I've been putting out videos every day, man, every day. Hitting y'all on the community tab. I be on that community tab like that's the new goddamn Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I think YouTube is trying to turn that joint into a little Instagram type there. Because every week they got something new. You can do this now. You can put this. I'm like, damn. Shit. All right, let me try a poll. I did a little picture poll the other day. I was talking about because I asked people about 2 months ago, would you have your son, 20-year-old son, date a woman with 3 kids? And, I've been asking that question for years. Tommy Sotomayor brought that question up. So I just started it in my own life. And black women, they just, and give them some experience. I let them know, try the woman with 3 kids out. Why would you do that? Why would you tell your 20-year-old? I told you, I just took my kids to see Creed last night. It was 4 of us. God damn it. That shit almost cost me $90 with the popcorn and all of that. For real. You think nah, fuck that. I will not tell my son to date a chick with 3 kids, man. Hell no. So last night, I mean, the other day I put out, what if she had one kid, and it's 100%. I think I got like 70 votes. Everybody said woman without kids. He would advise his son, or they would advise their son to date a woman without kids. And I tell people that, man, even though I my wife was a single mother when I met her. My oldest is 19, my stepdaughter, but I met her when she was 3. I tell people this: it's damn near impossible to find a black woman without a kid. So those are our options. But I will advise you, if you can, find a woman without kids. That's my first advice to you. Find a woman without kids, period, right? But if you do decide to date someone with a child, I put 3 requirements out, and you guys can. I might just update it or redo the video because a lot of people, that video cycle just is probably don't get any views no more. So I'll probably just re-upload the same video and tweak it a little bit, or just do it again. But those 3 requirements are: the kid has to be under 5 years old. Because I don't got time for no 6, 7, 8-year-old talking about you ain't my daddy and all of that. Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Ain't about to happen. Number 2, she needs to be humble. The woman needs to be humble as all outdoors. You know what I mean? She needs to be that salesman at the car dealership that want to get rid of that 2018, but talking to you soft about it. You feel me? But we ain't about to have that attitude and shit. You see, all that attitude you need to go ahead and go somewhere with that. I ain't got time for that, for real. And it's too many of them out there who just think that they are more of something with kids. Like, shorty, you have a kid, and that leads me into number 3. That multiple kids shit, nah, we ain't going out like that. And I just based it off of my own situation, Let's see. Now's effort. I think that's how you say it, man. My mother and father instructed me on the same. My wife is 13 years younger than me, and that's what I tell people, man. Look. I tell well, I got all girls, but if I have boys, tell them, don't you dare date no single mother. But dad, you dated single. Look, man, it's exceptions to every rule. I found a unicorn. You feel me? There ain't too many unicorns out there. There ain't too many needles in that haystack. You know what I'm saying? Just because, and that's what's wrong with our people. We focus so much on the outlier. We focus so much on shit that some people did right. My single mother, so I'm very successful. That don't mean, nah. I'm not about, look, I'm telling y'all to not date a single mother. You see what I'm saying? And am I contradicting myself because I put out the 12-step program for single mothers? No, because it is men out there who would date a single mother. So that 12-step is for those women to find those men. But me, personally, I will tell you, even though I found a gem, a fucking unicorn, I know the odds of you not finding this unicorn. I know the odds of you not finding that needle in that haystack. So at the end of the day, no, hell no. I'm not going to sit around and wait and see if that snake is venomous. No, snakes are fucking venomous. Matter of fact, less snakes are venomous than most. But I'm not about to find out because they got a bad reputation. You feel me? Not about to find out. I'm not about to see what this snake might be. No, they still bite too. I'm not about to set my son up. He's 20 years old. He ain't got nothing. He can't even drink yet. Fuck he doing with a woman with 2 children? What is he gonna do with that? He gonna go broke. I spent $90 yesterday, y'all. to see Creed. I was gonna go by my goddamn self, but the kids were there. They was like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "I'm. Y'all want to go?" Yeah, we want to go. I'm like, "God damn, they want to go." But those my kids, right? Now, I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to fuck with no. And that's the thing. And then, like I said, gotta be under 5, baby. Fuck that. I'm not about to be arguing with no 10, 11-year old little boy about who his daddy is. Like, I'm not fucking nigga. I know I ain't your motherfucking daddy. You gonna cut that motherfucking PlayStation off. Time to go to bed. I ain't about to do all of that. I'm too old for that shit right now too. I get divorced and I'm by myself. Fuck no, man. I'm getting women. I'm not messing with no woman with no kid. If me and my wife don't work out, I am messing with all 25-year-old women with no kids. Period. Fuck that. Not doing that. Y'all hit that like button. But I don't know if y'all gonna stay in, but I gotta go piss. I'll be right back. Oh, y'all stayed. But the thing is with them kids, man, it's one of those things where you gotta just look at shit on a case by case basis. And I'm never sitting here telling people how to date. Look, whatever's good for you, whatever's good for you, do what you. If you met a chick, and because I speak in general, you guys, I don't know who you are. I don't know your life. I don't know the ins and out context of what you look for. So what I have to do, and what women don't, they fail to realize about men on YouTube or just logical people doing a show or presenting content, we can't be we can't talk about the sum. We can't talk about the minority. We can only talk about the majority of things or in general because most people go through these things. So therefore, I can't tell you to not date a single mother. I can only advise you why not to date a single mother. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense. If that makes sense, please let me know. Put a 1 in the comment section because I think it makes sense. I can't tell you not to date a single mother, but I can tell you the reasons on why not to date a single mother. Because you're going to do what you want to do. It's just advice. It's just advice. That's all it is. When when I got a rash on my arm, I got eczema. I just found out I got eczema after 37 years. I ain't never think I did have eczema, but I know my wife got it, my kids got it, but I had a breakout like 2 years ago, like back, my stomach. It's like, oh my God, fuck. Now everybody goes to Google, right? You go to Google. I know you do. Everybody goes to Google just to see what the fuck it is because it's a Saturday and doctor's office don't open on Monday and you got this motherfucking rash on your arm. You like, what the fuck is this? So you're Googling. What Google does is give you the best results possible based upon generalizations. Now, are those results that you seeing on Google are specific to you? No, but they're giving you a broad aspect of what may be going on with you. So think of people like me or Andrew Tate or anybody as Google. We're just conveying information from a general standpoint. That's the best way I can describe what I do on YouTube. But, you'll hit them with you'll get the not alls, you'll get this, you'll get that, it's like, people come to your comment section. They come to your comment section hostile. I rarely get, even the people who, cool with me, they'll come and you'll automatically know that, they're not hostile, but I rarely get, and I do get it, but I rarely get, how you doing, brother? I just want to let you know that I'm about to make a comment, but before I do, I just want to say hi. Just say hi, you guys. That's all the fuck you got to do. I mean, I be having chicks come in, nah, you have, I don't know you, shorty, and your profile picture is a C. Like, I don't know. Like, they come in already at 100. I'll be like, So I gotta match that energy. You know what I'm saying? So they just, where's the human decency at anymore? It's like, damn, I was here before the internet. I remember before the internet, and we used to be outside. We used to joan. We used to talk. Now it's, everything is a comment section. Everything is an opinion. Everything has to be like just broken down, the facts and statistics and all of this and all of that. I'm like, damn, when can we just be fucking human? Interaction. How are you today, ma'am? How are you today, sir? Have you had a good day? But we don't have that. We just have straight up, you wrong, your video wrong, blah, blah, blah. What you talking about? Y'all men. Like, you don't even know me. You don't even fucking know me. But that's where we at in our society, people. So it is what it is. My wife, she just cooked some spaghetti. I'm about to go up there and get me eat on, man. I've been up here for like an hour and 4 minutes. That wasn't too bad. But shout out to Chris Rock. I know he felt good getting that off last night. That's what I started with on this live. Chris Rock going in on Will Smith. I might just watch it again, man. It is what it is. That's all I got for you guys, man. I appreciate you guys coming through to the channel, man. At the end of the day, I don't go live a lot, but when I do go live, y'all show up, and I don't got a million people watching me, but I appreciate you guys coming through. Y'all make sure that y'all stay unplugged from false narratives. I will be putting out videos after 3 days. Like I told you, I'm taking a 3-day break from YouTube. Got a little YouTube fatigue here. But y'all will be seeing me break down another video, a live I did the other day, because I want y'all to get this in doses, because the live was like an hour, but I'm gonna cut it down. So, and it's about the guy who basically he's proud to be a goddamn deadbeat. But y'all, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay unplugged from false narratives, and on top of that, subscribe to the channel if you're finding me for the first time. I'm out. Peace, man.